introduction of the picture of Dorian Gray, set in 19th century England, Lord Henry Wotton is visiting his friend Basil Hallward, who is painting Dorian Gray's portrait. Henry admires the painting, but Basil worries he let his feelings for Dorian seep into the image. During the rising action, Henry chats with Dorian as the young man poses for his portrait. Henry praises Dorian's beauty. When Dorian sees the finished portrait, he wishes he could stay young and that the portrait would grow older in his place. He would give his very soul for this to happen. Attending performances at a shabby theater in a poor section of London, Dorian falls in love with actress Sybil Vane. Sybil doesn't even know Dorian's real name, calling him Prince Charming. Nevertheless, Dorian tells his friends they will marry. And Sybil is happy, but her brother James is suspicious. When Henry and Basil go with Dorian to watch Sybil act, her performance is terrible. Sybil tells Dorian she used to act to escape life, but now her life is wonderful with his love, and she no longer can act as she formerly did. What Dorian loved about her was her acting, so he breaks off their engagement. When he gets home, he finds a new line in Basil's portrait. Cruelty is now visible in the painted face. Heartbroken, Sybil commits suicide. Dorian is horrified when he learns about her death the next day, but Henry talks him into seeing it as something artful, a learning experience. Dorian locks the portrait away where no one will see it. Dorian gets a package from Henry that includes results of the inquest into Sybil's death, along with a French novel. Dorian reads this book all day, and he becomes obsessive and profoundly influenced by it. Dorian enters an extended period of self-indulgent, decadent, scandalous acts as years pass. On the evening before his 38th birthday, Dorian runs into Basil, who warns Dorian about the scandalous stories circulating about him. Dorian says he keeps a diary of his soul, and he leads his friend to see the portrait. Basil is horrified at its monstrous ugliness. Dorian reminds Basil how he wished the painting would age instead of him. In the climax of the novel, suddenly overcome by anger and loathing, Dorian stabs Basil to death. In the following action, Dorian contacts Alan Campbell, a scientist with whom he used to be very close, and blackmails him into getting rid of Basil's body. Late that night, Dorian goes to an opium den, and then James Vane, who wants to kill Dorian for causing his sister's death, corners him. However, when Dorian shows the man his youthful face, James concludes it couldn't be Dorian, apologizes, and lets him go. A week later, a terrified Dorian stays home for 3 days before joining a group of hunters to shoot game. His friend shoots at a hare, accidentally fatally wounding a man hiding in the bushes. It is James Vane. Reflecting on all the lives he has ruined, Dorian decides to change his life and destroy the painting. In the resolution, Dorian stabs his portrait, cries out, and falls to the floor. Servants enter through a window to find Basil's portrait of Dorian, which is once again young and beautiful. A withered, repulsive old body lies near the painting. Only the rings on the corpse's hands identify the dead man as Dorian Gray.